Hello fellow gamers and welcome to a brief discussion of CSGO. Now I haven't actually done any videos very recently, so yeah, I've been busy, quite busy, with life really. So yeah, I apologies. I can't even English, and I can't shoot with an AK. But yes, I recently ranked up to MG1, which I'm very proud of. I've been waiting absolutely ages just to get that rank. And I got absolutely destroyed in my first two games with MG1, which is really annoying. But yeah, it's quite demotivating, to be honest. But yeah. So anyway, the reason for this video is because I've come to discuss Smurfing. And now, if you don't know what a Smurf is basically someone who has two or more accounts, and on one of them they are quite a high rank, so they could literally be any rank, and then they buy another account basically for two reasons: either because they can and they want to just I don't know, play with lower ranks for some reason, or they want to just ruin a whole bunch of players who are actually there just to, play the game. And more often than not, that I've seen is literally just to ruin the game. Obviously, that's my opinion. I don't actually have a Smurf account. I almost died then. But yeah, and the reason I bring this up is because when I was Nova Master, which was very recently anyway, I got deranked down to Nova 3, and then I obviously had to make my way all the way up back to Nova Master, and it kind of ruined the feel of the game for me. I sort of felt annoyed by the fact that I had to go through all that again, and it was just really demotivating, and I didn't enjoy the game whilst I was playing as a Nova 3 again, because I worked really hard just to get up to Nova Master, and I was so happy when I actually got there that obviously that was awful. I wasn't that upset, I was just annoyed by the fact that I got deranked by a Smurf, and he or she was carrying the entire team. And it was just I can't even speak. It was just demotivating, and I didn't take a break from the game, but I just sort of felt annoyed with myself by the fact that I let it get to me, that this guy or girl who had bought another account because they're higher had wanted just to play with lower ranks. And there's sort of the two reasons that I came up with before. I can understand, like, if you're buying a Smurf account so you can play with friends, but okay, thanks for that help. If you're like playing with friends because they're a lower rank and you just want to have a good time in comp, but you can't play with them because of the matchmaking restrictions, I can understand that's fine. But then if you're just buying an account just so you can play with lower ranks, which is obviously of no benefit whatsoever to you, because you only ever get better at this game by playing with people who are, better at the game than you. That's how you increase your skill. By playing with people that are better than you, and then overcoming that it's basically just practice, isn't it, really? And then this guy had obviously just bought this Smurf account just so he can ruin the game for other people. I think, yeah, it's yeah, and it's just annoying. I find it really irritating that people are just buying a Smurf account so they can ruin the balance of the game, which it does. It ruins it a lot because you have a bunch of whoever's playing. Wow, wow. I'm Master Guardian, okay, leave me alone. Yeah, you just have a bunch of people who are just playing because they want to troll other people, basically. And
you fucking stupid, of course. You rank up to get in a competitive, you spastic.
Shut up, little kid.
I'm a little kid. Have you fucking
Okay,
heard your
oh,
voice?
okay, Floyd Mayweather's not being...
You're about 2.
What are you doing?
And your mum will fucking pay for the game, you spastic.
Okay then, so yeah, what was I can't really remember. Thanks, Floyd. Really. So yeah, the thing is though, with Smurfs is that there's nothing Valve can do, because obviously they're buying an account and you can't really block an account, you can't really link that account to one that another person has, or the same person has on a different account. And even if they could do something, they wouldn't, because obviously it's bringing in revenue for Valve, and it would just be... Smurfing is basically not... It sort of ruins the community in a matchmaking environment. As people sort of like, oh yeah, you're a Smurfer, and you just hear all these people on the matchmaking server who are just really annoyed. Especially if you have a Russian, they're just like, oh my word, you're a Smurf, what are you doing? That's my best Russian accent, just leave me alone again. And it just annoys me, really, the fact that there are people that just want to ruin the game. For people who are there to genuinely have fun, and then they're obviously not going to have fun if they're getting absolutely mauled by someone who's just bought a game that they already have, just so they can play with people that, you know, that are of lower rank than them. So yeah, that sort of brings me to the end of the discussion. There's nothing Valve can do, and then you sort of just gotta not bring yourself down to that level, like, of... Basically, by shouting Smurf at them, it's sort of just feeding their ego. Nah. It's feeding their ego, like they're like, oh yeah, I'm actually getting to someone, oh... So my advice, if you are playing with a Smurf, is just ignore. Just sort of get on with the game. You might get a few kills off of them, which would be great. But then again, you might not, and it might just... you might lose the game. If you're deranked by them, then that's a shame. Well, I think it's probably happened to everyone who's actually played CSGO. They've probably been deranked by a Smurf. I'd be very surprised if you hadn't. Are you kidding? So it's basically best to get on with it and not worry too much about it, and don't let it get to you. Just enjoy the game as it is. Have a good time with your friends. And yeah, that's my advice on Smurfing. Also, just using autos, disgusting weapons. Yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I apologise for not uploading a whole bunch of videos. I've been busy with stuff. I've been just trying to rank up to Master Guardian, which, as you can see, probably not deserving of it, to be honest. But yeah, I will hopefully get better, as should you. So ignore the Smurfs, my advice. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.